Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rids and I just can't stop about thinking the book that I've read recently, and I'm so excited to share my review with you guys. So before I give you the review of this book, let me just tell you, this is the best crime thriller that I have read so far this year. And I know there are so many more crime thrillers out in the market, the recent ones, and there are so many more which is going to release in the second half of this year. And I know this list might change, and I might think about rating this book as the best crime thriller of the year. But right now, at this very moment, it is the best crime thriller that I have read this year. And without further ado, let me tell you the name of the book. It is none other than The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Holly Jackson has always been a favorite of mine since The Good Girl's Guide to Murder Mysteries. I mean, she has always been an absolute favorite. The mystery books that she writes always gives me the vibe of, my school days, because I used to read a lot of Enid Blyton books and Agatha Christie books. Holly Jackson is just that, only darker and a bit more modern, obviously, because of the timeline. So I must tell you, this book is nothing different. It just gives me that same old school vibe where I get to feel the proper murder mystery, like what is going on. So far, when I was reading the book, like I was halfway through the book, I didn't know what is going on, the head or tails of what was going on. So I absolutely freaking loved it. So, a woman named Rachel Price disappears from the face of the earth 16 years ago, leaving behind her 2-year-old child. I'm sorry if you're hearing some loud noises. It's because there's a construction going on just in front of my house, and I can't stop the noise. So woman named Rachel Price disappeared from the face of earth 16 years ago, leaving behind her 2-year-old child inside a car in a deserted road with engines on so that the girl doesn't freeze to death. Now, she doesn't take her purse or her jacket because it's very cold outside, or her ID proofs. So it's a mystery, like where did she go? If she voluntarily chose to leave the whole family and get a new identity or something, she still didn't take her purse, and her money and everything was there. So it was a constant shadow over the girl's life, the mystery of her mother disappearing. So Belle is a 18-year-old, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and she is constantly under the shadow of her mother's disappearance, which is a huge mystery, and there are lots of people who continuously obsess about this mystery of where did this woman disappear. So in the CCTV camera, they disappeared twice that day. So first time in the mall where they were seen in a particular camera, and then on the next camera they were not there, they just completely vanished into thin air. And then next we see that the car was found in a deserted road by a man, finding only Belle, who was the daughter, only 2 years old, with engines on and the heater on, and there was no sign of Rachel. So that's the number 2 disappearance. And they have disappeared, like she has disappeared from the face of earth for 16 years. No body found, no one knows where she is. Only a few rumors about sightings, but that also not concrete. So that is where our story starts. Now, the Price family has finally agreed to a documentary of the disappearance of Rachel Price after 16 years because they needed the money, and that's when Rachel decides to reappear. The way the mystery unfolds after the reappearance of Rachel Price, I think there is no way you can predict all the plot twists. And let me tell you, there are quite some plot twists in this book, like quite a few. Though for some, it might seem that it's a little bit far-fetched, because I think it is, but logically it is all acceptable, because logically it all fits and it's quite palatable. So I think it is quite a fun show. So if you're a person with daddy issues or mommy issues, I think this book is going to be really the perfect one for you, because this book portrays the teenage issues quite a lot, and it's the um, misunderstanding between the parents and the children, and it's very well portrayed, and all the rebellious things that the children do just to prove their parents wrong. So yeah, it's there. Also, I think the only problem that I faced in this book is I did not like Belle's character much. She is quite rude and uses cuss words quite often, but I think that is the whole point. She's an abandoned child at the end of the day, and her only surviving mechanism is to push people away so that she doesn't get hurt anymore, because she always thinks that she's the child left behind, and that is the reason why she behaves rudely with people, and that is the reason why you might not like the lead character, which can be a turn off. But if you think about the whole situation, then I think the character needed to be like what it was. Also, another thing that can be a little bit of a struggle with this book is that the first part of the book is a little bit dragged, a bit overstretched, but it is all required. When you see the second part of the book, all the strings, they finally come into a neat bow. But you might feel when you're reading the book that the first part is a little bit dragged, like why is it taking so long to unfold the mystery. But I think the second part of the book compensates it in a beautiful way, and therefore I just couldn't stop myself in giving it a 5-star review, because it is really good. I mean, everything that we get to know, that every character is different, and like I'm telling you, the plot twists are insane. Also, since I was talking about Belle, I think the character graph of Belle also improves a lot by the end of the book, and you get to see a good character development, which is very important in main characters. And that's why I'm saying this is one of the best books that I've read this year. Okay guys, so that was it. That was my book review on the Reappearance of Rachel Price. Do let me know if you have read the book or you are planning to read it. And thank you so much for being here to support me. Love you. Bye.